She just went to the grocery store for a quick shopping trip, but found all the shelves completely empty. And when she called to ask about it, in just a few minutes, dozens of trucks showed up delivering everything she needed. And to satisfy her shopping cravings, people from the entire town came rushing in to serve her. But their movements were strangely robotic, and everyone had this creepy smile on their face.
May we sneak past you here?
But in less than 2 hours, they had sorted and stocked everything back neatly by section. But they didn't ask for anything, didn't want any payment either. Instead, they just cleared out fast. All of this was done just to fulfill every desire Sheila had. But when she started testing how outrageous her requests could get,
What about an atom bomb?
Yes.
that's when she realized she was basically omnipotent in this world. Just a few days earlier, a virus had swept across the entire world. Those infected would have brief convulsions, pass out, and eventually lose all independent consciousness, sharing one collective mind and emotions. Even a homeless guy could instantly become a pilot the next second. But there were exactly 12 humans who were exceptions. They were immune to the virus and could give commands to the infected. So they took advantage of it to indulge themselves, flying private jets, hanging out with models, and enjoying insanely expensive meals. But they were all facing one harsh reality. The infected were working on a way to assimilate them too. Sheila was one of the survivors. She used to be a writer with a bunch of hardcore fans. She really cherished that recognition. But now she pretty much had everything she could ever want. The infected fulfilled all her material desires, but it left her empty and wanting nothing. She lost all joy in interacting with the world. The only thing she still cared about was the letters her best friend Helen had sent her. Looking at them reminded her of Helen, and how Helen had indirectly been killed because of the infected. A few weeks earlier, Sheila and Helen were chatting in the yard when Sheila suddenly looked up at the sky. She saw several trails of airplane exhaust. For people who lived in the city long term, that wasn't exactly uncommon. But the way the trails were perfectly parallel was way beyond normal. It meant multiple pilots were insanely well coordinated. Sheila was stunned, thinking humans always developed way too fast. She had no idea it was actually the sign of the virus coming. Just as they were deep in conversation, a loud bang caught their attention. A pickup behind them had suddenly slammed into a parked car. Sheila panicked, so she rushed over to check on the driver. But the driver didn't move at all, no reaction whatsoever.
Buddy, you okay, buddy?
He seemed to have passed out, but Sheila had no idea how to handle a car accident, or how to treat an injured person. The best she could do was pull out the car keys and tell Helen to call for help.
Helen, should we call someone?
But Helen didn't reply. Sheila looked over at her. Helen was still staring at her phone silently.
Helen, stop looking at the goddamn phone!
Sheila was startled when the driver suddenly began convulsing. She froze, completely clueless what to do. But Helen over there still wasn't reacting at all.
Helen?
Sheila felt something was wrong. She ran over to check on her. Helen, just like the driver, was convulsing non-stop. Sheila quickly tried to call for help, but nobody picked up at this late hour. And Helen's fall had smashed her phone. Luckily, she could still run to the bar nearby for help, but she couldn't believe what she saw. Everyone in the bar, every single one, had lost consciousness. Some were even standing while shaking uncontrollably. Sheila had no clue what to do, and she wanted to call the police. She knew these people must have phones on them, but she was too scared to search their pockets. She was panicking, stressed out. Then she spotted a receptionist holding a phone. She grabbed it quickly and called emergency services right away, but even the police weren't answering. She had no idea why everyone suddenly became like this, or why she was totally fine. She didn't have time to think. She decided to drive Helen to the hospital herself. Little did she know, every one of these people had been infected by an alien virus. Sheila was naturally immune to the virus, which was why she stayed conscious the whole time. On the way to the hospital, she saw the whole city falling into chaos. And when she reached the hospital, she found both patients and doctors unconscious. What will Sheila do next after witnessing all this? Follow me for the next part.
Wake up.